Hi beautiful people, welcome back. Hope everybody is doing fantastic wherever you are in this world. My usual disclaimer, please do not take what I say as fact. Feel free to do your own research and come to your own conclusion. So I was watching Truth Seeker's latest upload with Dre McCRAY, how she is still attacking the biological mother of the late Marvon McCray, degrading the entire side of Marvon McCray's family. I will leave a link to that video in my description box. Please feel free to go and watch it. To me, it was truly heartbreaking. So I felt that I needed to actually upload part of her life that she did last night up until this morning on her TikTok, that she was so long on that live that I even went to sleep. And when I got up just after 3 o'clock this morning, she was still live. So I decided to upload the last hour of it. Basically, it tells you exactly what she was talking about during this whole live. And she is so entitled, and she truly feels that she is Mother Teresa. For someone who claims to be this positive, uplifting person, she truly does hold grudges and continues to strip Marvon of his dignity and privacy in his death. I did not personally know Marvon McCray, but I could not help myself but just bore my eyes out for what I saw and what she showed during that live. How far is too far, and when will she stop exploiting him? You guys can let me know what your thoughts are after you have watched this.
You cannot control what other people say. You cannot control what other people do. You are in control of you. And I don't even want to say in control. You shouldn't control yourself. What does someone normally want to do whenever you try to control them? They want to do the exact opposite. So don't try to control yourself. Be aware that you are accountable for you and what you say and what you do, and what other people say and what they do. They are allowed to feel what they feel. That's none of your business. I would love for more people to see or to really understand, like, my point of view inside. But what can I do? I can cherish the people that do understand and support my side, and I focus on that. I'm so grateful for the people that, that's why I feel like this is healing for me. Why do you think I'm live at almost 2 o'clock at night, dude? It's like, this is so late. This is healing for me. I'm doing it because it feels good for me. I went live for 6 years doing this exact same thing. But for the last 2 years, it's been cut back. Actually, since I've had my subscription, it's been cut back a whole lot. Because around the time the subscription started was around the time that's when we had our office, and that's whenever we started going to see the chiropractor. That was around the time that we did not share as much stuff with social media. Oh my gosh, no. Oh, it said it was going to end. Oh my goodness, hello. Zaglory Zavala. I just had to do the little puzzle. I think it's because I've been live for so long. What was I talking about? I'm so tired. I really do need to go to bed, but this feels good. I feel like it's... I've eaten, slept, and you're still here. Do you regret social media at all? Not at all, no. If I did, I wouldn't be live. Yeah. No. Excuse me. Everything has a negative and a positive. Everything. Sorry, I have to burp. Everything has a negative and a positive. Everything. For me, I try to stay on the positive side of social media. I like looking at dog videos and videos that make you laugh. My feed, if you were to go through my feed, y'all would have such a good time. Can you? Wasp in my Pepsi. It's refreshing to hear the truth instead of everyone else's opinion. Oh my gosh. Autumn Rose. Girl, that's another reason why I'm saying all of this, because I feel like people will not know the truth unless I speak about it, because people are going to hear so much noise. But for the people that have watched us for all these years, they supported us, these people respected my boundaries. These people were okay that I was not speaking on things that I didn't want to. People were okay and empowered me for not speaking on things that other people did not deserve to know. My support was real. There was a lot of people asking questions, a lot of people assuming, a lot of people breaking boundaries, or trying to. No. The people that supported me, that did so much for me internally to know that they were okay with me not speaking on it. They supported me no matter what. Like, my subscription on Facebook, like what? I had several hundred people stay as supporters. That was like shocking to me because I was off social media for almost 8 months and I still had a few hundred, like close to 500 people still as supporters. They haven't seen me, haven't seen a comment, haven't seen a video, and they still believe in me. Like, no, I don't regret social media at all. No, it's such a blessing to me. There's so much negativity, but I don't focus on that. My life, don't you feel good watching this live? Knowing that all the stuff on social media, that did not enter my head, that was protected. It's as if me and Vaughn and my children have had an invisible shield. I'm so blessed. The haters is how I found you. You know what's funny? They lost their channel. Wow, Debbie. And see, there's so many people that now know about me, that did not know about me, and that's a blessing for me, you know? They're probably asleep. I don't know who you are. Crystal, well, let me tell you really quick. I have had my platform. I started social media like 6 years ago because I like doing my makeup. I do pretty crazy makeup looks. I'll show you some. I would do pretty crazy makeup looks. And for the low, because I'm cheap, you know, I like to live my life on a budget. And I've always been open and raw, very real with people, so people appreciate that. So that's kind of where I started. My husband would do my videos with me, and then a year ago he attempted. He almost succeeded. He actually passed away. And after a year of fighting for his life, sadly he passed away 5 months ago today. Today makes 5 months. Whenever he attempted, I did not tell people why he had a brain injury. But people who were not in his life, that were family members, wanted to get involved and have the limelight and start saying such horrible things about me and try to make it seem like I hurt him. So then there was a whole police investigation launched in Yuma, where I used to live, in Tucson, where I now live. CPS was called against me, APS. People from the internet, real life, tried to destroy me. And I left social media for 8 months. The VA wasn't trying to take care of my husband after he attempted. They don't care about their veterans. It's a joke. So me and my husband ran a very successful business that we had no longer, were working actively. We saved up a lot of money. When the VA said they weren't going to take care of him, because he had a brain injury. He was bedbound. He was dependent fully. He had no function and nothing. They said he'd be a veggie for the rest of his life. Well, I'm vegan. I like veggies, first of all, so you can't tell me that. And yeah. No, secondly, no, I thoroughly believe this is a very strong man, and he's going to make it point blank, period. And nobody else fought for him but me. And when I say that, I mean every day for almost a year, minus 5 literal days, I was by his side. And while I was off social media, while the internet was trashing me, you look at my name, you're going to see bad stuff. And you'll see videos that if you just watch those videos with no other context behind it, nothing, no other context behind it, yeah, I'm going to look bad, of course. But that was the intent, for me to look like this horrible person. And I spent so much money trying to help him, take care of him. Well, I'm not from Tucson. When he was flown to this city, I took my children, my dogs, and I didn't look back because my intent was I was going to be by his side. Wherever he was, I was, point blank, no matter what. Well, I was in an RV. You know, after he was done at the VA, he couldn't have, how could he go in the RV with me? He couldn't. Where would I take him? Who would I hire to take care of him? So I found this place in the mountains, which cost $11,000 per month. So much money. And while I was no longer active on social media, I was using all of my savings to take care of my man. And sadly, after almost a year of fighting, he did not make it. But he had how could he make it? He was the place that I paid for him to be at. They ended up starving him. And that jacked him up. Then he was in the hospital, and that was over 2 months, almost 3. That is what truly killed him, is that hospital stay. And now we are here, 5 months later, and I'm just like, what the actual freak? You know? But this whole entire life, we were talking, that's like the very bare minimum. That's the very bare minimum story. But I am not here as no pity party. I've never wanted that. I've never wanted people's pity. Like, bro, I just want positive energy. That's it. And you don't like me or you don't vibe with me, that's okay. I'm not going to vibe with everybody either. But move along. You know, if I don't do anything positive for you, then that's okay. But for the people that are here, you know, my life, 6 years ago, I started social media and I started sharing my journey. So me talking about this, it's not, I would understand if somebody was talking like me and they never had a social media platform and this was the first time they started saying all this. I know it's going to sound like a lot, but if you just go back to my videos, the TikTok videos, you'll see I've shared so much, you know, and you'll see. See, that's such an ignorant comment. Someone saying, I hope you're prepared for what you have coming. Why do you think that despite all of what people did, why do you think that my children were never taken from me? CPS literally had conversations with my children. They visited the home 3 times. I had to go talk to APS several times. The police came into my RV to talk to my children. Like, so much happened. Common sense would tell you that obviously people that met us in real life, people that actually seen me in real life, actually seen me and my children in real life. Social media, people really make it to be like, this is real life and that's all that this is. But no, after I get off of this live, I'm still a real person living my life, you know? Like, I'm enjoying this time because my children are asleep. I need adult time, you know? Absolutely, I want to be able to connect with adults because I'm with my children all day, and it's hard being a parent and raising them on your own. Especially, I would have never imagined that this would be my life ever. But people would they would rather choose to not believe that all these agencies who investigated me actually seen something more than what they seen. They don't want to believe that. Because if everything negative that people spoke about me was in fact not accurate, if the police were actually right, if CPS actually did my children justice, if APS actually did Vaughn justice, then that would make them bad people. And people are not ready to take accountability as to what they have said and done. We're living in a world where people are just, no. People will say whatever, people will do whatever, just to make them look better. No matter what people say about me, it's not going to elevate them. The only thing that can elevate them is by them paying attention to their life and focusing on how they can make it better, what they can do to live a more successful, prosperous life. And you're never going to live a prosperous life by looking and judging what somebody else is doing. The reason why I don't look at anybody else's life is because what? I got too much stuff on my plate to be able to worry about anybody else. What? Oh, Raquel, you went MIA and I was truly concerned for you and your family, girl. I had to. Look at the whole internet. Look, even look at people now. They still truly believe all of this, all the lies. They still do. They still do. But it's not heightened like it was back then. Back then, it was like people were actively driving, stalking me. The hospital that my husband was at had to be on lockdown. They actually had to shut their doors. And you had to video call them or push a little button so that they could see you. They would ask you questions, make sure that they could verify who you were and why were you coming to the hospital. Y'all, the hospital was on lockdown because not only were people trying to accuse me of such horrible things, they were trying to go and save Vaughn by going to the hospital, wearing scrubs, and trying to go in there. People were calling the hospital to find what room he was in so that they can make sure that they go save him. That is like those conspiracy theory people who really believe in, they believe in something, and so they really truly believe that they're helping and they're doing something positive, and they're calling someone else crazy while they're literally doing the most craziest stuff. I can't. People are just so... And still, it's more than just sick, it's demonic. That is demonic activity, bro. If you absolutely had to eat something that wasn't vegan, what would it be? Like something you miss? Praying for world peace. You have really good questions. I really appreciate your questions. Yeah. So I don't miss anything that I don't. Well, wait a minute. I do enjoy menudo, but it's not that I miss it. I like the flavor, but I would not want to eat it. Yeah, I was worried when you disappeared. Aw, Crystal. They claim to protect your kids with one hand, but hurting with the rest of their body. They were trying to protect my kids. And people oh God, like his family member posted my phone number, my husband's phone number, her own child, who she did not communicate for 6 years, posted his number, posted the address that we resided at. People were driving by my house. People were trespassing on my property while I was here in Tucson at the hospital trying to take care of my husband. People went to my house to go record my backyard where my husband attempted his life. That is demonic. That is so sick. People were going to sheds to measure themselves to see if they could do the same thing, to see if it's even possible. People were sick. Hold, please. Let me show you a video. I think it's here. Nope. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. This person was real life in my backyard. Crazy. Or not in my backyard, but walking across my front yard. Bro. I'm gonna have to find it. Who did I send it to? Who did I send it to? Oh, hold on. Hold, please. Okay, I guess. Yeah, no. I don't know if I'll be able to find it. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to find it. Not right now. So crazy. So crazy. People have no idea or have no clue what it's like being at the bedside of your loved one and be a parent. Holly, bro, until you're in that position, yeah, no. Yeah, that's crazy. I feel like what I share is so healing for me. You know, it just makes me feel like it grounds me. Let me tell you, while I'm so glad that when Vaughn had certain visitors, it was at a time where his eyes were so closed, were still closed. Because I'm so glad that something as beautiful as him opening his eyes was only for people that genuinely wanted to see him get better and thrive. And while I was off social media, there were people, I don't even want to say people, from what I heard, it was a person who spread a lie that Vaughn had passed. I can't even, like, it's so hard to think about what words do I use to describe how demonic that was. That someone would speak death on a man who had been fighting so hard and making progress that doctors said he never would. Why would anyone want to speak on that? That time, Vaughn's eyes were opened. All the way opened. All the way opened. Recently, I posted, on my TikTok. Hold on. Let me go to my TikTok. This video, or this little video right here. Hold on. This is after Vaughn's brain injury. Like, if you see the light, you could see his tracheotomy, or which one is it? Tracheotomy, tracheostomy? What do you call it? Which one? This is him with his eyes open, you guys. You could see the white right here by his neck. That's because, that's the gauze. And his eyes are so open. Just trach. Let me show you. I've never posted a picture with Vaughn's eyes open until recently, and even then it wasn't a picture. It was a small little video, and yeah, I'm going to show you guys right now, but that's because he was so special, and he worked so hard to open his eyes. Hold on. There's so many pictures I have. So let me go to CapCut and see if it's there. I'm not able to see it. Don't tell me I have to look for it. Oh, here, I'll show you this. I'll show you this. It's not a picture, but it's a video. Hold on. Did you see the way he was looking at me? How can you not tell me that man isn't absolutely in love with me, even in his brain-injured state? How can you not, are you really that blind to disagree that man was not looking at me with hearts in his eyes? Let's look at that one more time. Look at the way he's looking at me. Hold on, that's some loud music. I can rewatch this again and again. My baby. He's so special. And he loved my hands. He loved my hands. I love this video so much. And another one. So then, Vaughn loves my touch. I don't know why I have really soft skin, but I do. Like, it's not normal. I have really soft skin. So he loved me touching him. And, clearly in the video, it's I'm his world. He just... And then, after he sustained a brain injury, the doctor said he would never be able to do anything at all. Never be able to, and I didn't believe them at all. I know that science has gone very far, but I truly still believe that there's a lot of things that science has not even come close to touching. I truly believe that one day all mankind can live forever, like it says in the Bible. And even in the Bible it says that although man can live forever, they wouldn't even be able to learn everything about God that there is to know, even if they lived forever. And I truly believe that. Although science and technology came a long way, I truly believe in how powerful the body is. So they said he would never be able to do anything, never be able to talk, never be able to open his eyes, never be able to do anything. And when I would put my hands on his face, he would move his face. And the video I'm about to show you is when nobody has seen this video before either. The other ones they haven't seen either. But I would touch him and he would move his face. And he was not supposed to move at all. Did y'all see that, man? Did you see that head turn? Because I was kissing him. Hold up, let me do a quick rewind. I give him a little kissy kiss. He said, give me more kisses. Anytime I would go visit him, I would always give him facials too. And I gotta open that now. Brush his teeth. Hold on. Baby, look at me. He would turn his face. Did you see him? He didn't like his teeth brushed. And this is when he first started to open his eyes. When he first started to open his eyes, one eye opened first, and then the other eye. But do you see? This eye is more open than this eye. And then whenever he was finally able to get them both opened, they were... What's the opposite of cross-eyed? What's that called? Alexa, what's the opposite of cross-eyed?
This might answer your question. Wall-eyed.
Ash, me too. Me too. Yeah. Anyways, he was like this. I forgot what it's called. Eventually, after several weeks, his eyes went more straight. They were still a little off, but they were more straight. Messing with your feet too much. He's so sweet. He's so special. Hi, baby. He's so handsome. Oh, baby. Baby, with the beautiful boobs. Oh, look at those boobs, baby. Just whipping that wanting them kisses and to give them tea. He tried to kiss me back. He was always trying to talk. And then at a certain point, he was able to talk. And he was able to use his voice. You know, they said that he would never be able to do anything at all. And, nope, he proved them wrong. After 4 months, I heard his voice. And it was the best thing that I had ever heard. It gave me so much hope. I was off social media because social media was running wild trying to make me to be this horrible person. And look at what happened to Vaughn with me by his side, believing in him, knowing that he could go so far. After 4 months, he finally started using his voice. And I heard him. And I was so amazed at, you don't even know what that did for my heart to hear him. For the first time. It was so special that I literally paid for a song to be made. I paid an artist. It's called Songfinch. And you find an artist and you pick someone and you give them kind of a backstory. And they'll write a song for you. And this is the song that I had made for Vaughn. It was about his voice. It's called Your Voice. Alexa, stop. Your voice again, it took me I had plans to make a whole album. Like, I had plans to, every milestone that he would make, I wanted to make a new song. That way, that every time I could play these songs for him, and it would make him want to work harder to continue to fight and continue to heal. Yeah. But that's not the outcome. But the journey was beautiful, you know? And I choose to focus on the positive and what I can take away and how I can become a better person because of it, you know? That's really important. You don't want to let what you go through to change you in a bad way. Let it help you refine who you are as a person. Let your struggles help you to work at the qualities that cannot be improved unless you go through hardships. If I wanted to be a generous person, I just gotta pay for somebody's groceries. Boom, I'm generous. But if I want to work on patience and self-control and all these things, then I have to be tested. Because how can I work on my patience unless it's tried, you know? So let your struggles and the trials that you're going through be something that refine you to become better. Focus on the blessings because it could always be worse, always. And as detrimental and hard as it was for my husband to have this fight, I have 3 children that are still living, breathing, and I'm grateful. They could have been in, you know, horrible, anything could happen, anything. Every time I drive, anytime I get behind the wheel, I pray so that my life is protected while I'm driving. Anything can happen at any time. But because of that, use that energy to be intentional, to be more loving, to count your blessings, to think about how you can live a more fulfilling life. It's so bad and sad I lost my best friend and in the way that I did. And it's so bad and sad that the way it all happened and how people came after me. But focus on what is good and right and hold on to that. Thank you, Kate. Because that's the only thing that matters. You have to think about what do you want the outcome to be. If this is what you want the outcome to be, then what do you gotta do in order to get there? Because normally what we want to do is not gonna get us there. We gotta do the hard stuff that we don't want to do to get there. Okay. It's 2:30. Oh my gosh, we've been live for so long. I hope so. I felt the same when my mom was able to speak. I have missed her voice so much. Oh, Holly. Thank you, Glowflow. I'm glad. Dude, this is so healing for me. You know, this is my journey. This is a beautiful journey. I'm so glad you needed this message, Amber. How are the children? They are, oh my gosh, they're thriving. It's crazy. But there's so many things that I've been doing to help them to thrive. That has to be another video because I'm just so tired. Angel baby, thank you. You guys have a good night, but I'll see you guys another time. And thank you for being on this healing journey. You know, this is now going to be history. I don't know what my life is like a year from now, but I'm just grateful that wherever it's at, that you guys were here in this moment in time to hear me spill and vent and share beauty, you know? So many people heard and seen so much negativity. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to share my truth and share how beautiful our journey was and how far Vaughn got in his healing. But you guys have a good night. Try to get some rest, and if it's hard for you to sleep, listen to 432 Hertz music, okay? Look up on YouTube, 432 space HZ. And there's a lot of music that I like to listen to whenever you look at that, but just go figure out